delighted to introduce Abida Halstenberg, who's going to be talking to you about her Ayurvedic beauty brand.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure to be here today. Thank you very much for inviting me. Samaya is a great fit with tonight's wellness theme. It's a British brand that's based on Ayurvedic principles. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Ayurveda, it's a system of Indian holistic wellness, where the basic premise is that a person has a particular constitution type. And for that particular person to be healthy and well, their constitution needs to be in balance. Lifestyle, of course, is key, but skincare also has a vital part to play in achieving that balance. Samaya is highly differentiated for three key reasons. One, it's 100% natural. We don't use any synthetics in any of our products. Two, it's also highly functional. We use clinically proven actives to deliver visible results. And three, Samaya is authentically holistic. The Ayurvedic ingredients we use in each of our ranges have been used for millennia to balance those particular constitution types. Samaya is particularly suitable for busy individuals who are seeking moments of peace and calm to balance their otherwise stressful and hectic lifestyles. The original inspiration for Samaya came from my grandmother, who taught me a lot about Ayurveda while I was growing up in India. But of course, as with most things, timing really matters. And when I launched Samaya, the wellness market had taken off, was starting to take off in a big way. Several major publications had published articles on health, wellness, well-being, apps had been launched in the space, and several books had been written. So what I did was I took a good look at the competitive landscape in the skincare market. The market was flooded with doctor brands with a highly functional positioning. And there were several natural brands on the market as well. But there was no one who was really playing in the holistic wellness part of the market. And that's where Samaya fits in perfectly, because Samaya delivers personalized balance and wellness, but it also ticks the highly functional box while maintaining its all-natural credentials. So I originally launched with 9 SKUs. We had cleansers, creams, and oils, a pretty basic range in the 3 dosha types. Subsequently, we added supplements, which really reinforced the idea of health and wellness and well-being from within. And last year, we launched exfoliants, which have also been a good success. So that's the entire product range at the moment, 15 SKUs. We care a lot about our packaging as well. We use only real frosted glass containers. Even our supplements come in frosted glass jars. All our outer packaging is made of uncoated cardboard. It's recyclable and made in England. And based on my experience of launching and establishing a wellness brand, I learned that it's really important to have a very clearly defined point of differentiation. And it's equally important to think about how you're going to communicate that point of differentiation to your target customer. So to any aspiring entrepreneurs in the audience tonight, my advice would be really honest with yourself. Does your brand, does your product address a real white space that no other brand in the market is currently fulfilling? And if so, think hard about how you're going to communicate that point of difference. Is it through your mission statement? Is it the purity of your ingredients that sets you apart? Does provenance matter? Or is it the brand values and ethos? Whatever your point of differentiation, spend some time upfront thinking about how you're going to communicate that, because that's really, really important. And of course, once you've created your brand, the next step is getting your product into the hands of your target customer. And of course, you can go down the online route, but for most brands, it's really important to have a physical presence. So that means getting stocked at the relevant retailers, at your dream list. So that's actually a window that's really important to me, because 4 months after our products were manufactured, that's where we launched at Fenwick on Bond Street, and that was our window on Bond Street 4 months after we launched. So a very special photo. And my advice would be reach out proactively to the buyers to try and get your product in front of them. Call the retailers to get their emails. If that doesn't work, go to the stores and drop off your product with sales managers to pass on to the buyers. Use your network. Invest the time to create a punchy presentation where you address that particular retailer's specific needs. It's also really important to secure press coverage. This is a great way, obviously, to get your product noticed by your target customer, but also by the target retailers. Samaya has been very fortunate to have been featured in several major publications, including British Vogue earlier this year. It goes without saying that social media is an integral part of any brand's strategy, marketing strategy. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, but Instagram is the main focus for us. Blogger support is key. It's a great way to generate buzz and spread word of mouth about your products. Awards are another fantastic way to reach out, not only to your target customers, and by the way, this actually generates real sales because customers go onto the websites of these awards to see which brands have won, and they actually make purchases. So it's a great way to generate sales, but also to get noticed by your target retailers. Samaya has been very fortunate to have won about 40 awards in less than 3 years' time, so that's really helped us get noticed. And finally, I'm always asked about my aspirations for Samaya. So we're quite a young brand in comparison to something like Hot Pot Yoga, but I always say Ayurveda is to skincare what yoga is to exercise. They're both highly functional, but also holistic. And just as how yoga has now gone mainstream, I believe that Ayurveda too has the potential to grow exponentially and ride the wellness wave. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Abida, for sharing your story. Your beauty.